Hello, 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 my darlings. Oh, no. Well, it's good. I don't have my glasses today, but it's okay because I have this hat today. And the reason why I have this hat and my gloves and today is because there was a homegoing today, and it was the father of my daughter. Condolences to his wife and family. The father of my daughter. I wasn't able to attend the graveside today, but I got up anyway. I got up, I got dressed, and I put on my black, and I had my own ceremony because he is still the father. My daughter's still here, and that was her father. And to, I pray that God rest his soul. I know he's in heaven. I talked to his mom. Stuff just falling, and it's good. It's good. It's good. It's been some kind of day today, and you know how you just have mixed feelings about things because we were married at one time, and we had this beautiful daughter. We still have, and we didn't have a good divorce, but we had a good life, and then in the end, we had a good ending together. We ended well together. And that's the good thing. And he left this life on a high note in terms of how people felt about him. I understand the eulogy was wonderful, well done. And so to the family, I send my condolences. And, it's all good. What we did and how we did it and how it all ended, only God could do a plan like that. But it was a good plan. And so it's good. All is well that ends well. May God rest his soul. Yes. So let's talk about the hat. Since I pulled the hat out, I don't pull it out much. But I have to tell you about this hat. Isn't it fabulous? I know we're doing my autobiography, but I just wanted to stop today. I put the hat on in honor of, and the black on in honor of my daughter's father that had to transition on Sunday, and his homegoing was today. I have to tell you about the hat because we have to go back to Delta Airlines on my 40th birthday. We were in Paris, and I went to Paris for my 40th birthday. I was working for the airline. You can add and subtract. I don't know what year it was now. But Linda Jones, who plans all our trips, she's the same Linda who came to Delta Airlines. I told her, you have to come to Delta. You have to work at Delta Airlines. All that other stuff you talk about, you have to work at Delta Airlines. So she said, okay. And we worked on that application, and she got hired. She went to cabin service, and now she's number one on the ramp. She's about to retire. Isn't that wonderful? I like it when things happen like that. But she said, we're going to Paris. Well, this hat was there. On my 40th birthday, I got this. I'm 81. So you know how old the hat is. It's never out of style. People, the French are the military people, they just know how to make something that will last forever. Now, it had, some of this came down somewhere over your eye. I don't know what happened to that part. But I would have worn it today like that had I gone to the homegoing. But this is my homegoing hat, my homage to Paris, my homage to living life and living it more abundantly. People have always wanted to borrow this hat. I've only let 2 people borrow it. Then I'm like, I'm not letting anybody borrow my hat. This is my hat. I brought it all the way back from France. Brought it back on the plane in this bag on my 40th birthday. And it was Linda Jones who bought the hat. She said, you have to have this hat. The same bag how can I keep up? So, wait a minute. So you know what's over here, don't you? If I still got the bag and the hat. Anyway, so that's what the black is all about today. I don't know why people, this is hanging down, you know, I'm not happy with all this right here. Why do we wear black when it's a somber color, no lack of color, yes. But we wear it, I guess, as an expression of our grief. What we call our going home celebrations. So we don't have to wear black. But since that's the standard for today's society in 2023, then I have it on today, August 20th or 21st. 21st, Monday. All of it. Isn't this a hat though? I think you can do a whole lot with it. I'm not sure, can you go this way? Because the whole wig all this might come off with it. Anyway. So this goes back to Delta Airlines, my 40th birthday, and also a homage to Evelyn's father, because I was married to him on my first trip to Paris. It was actually he that gave me the money to go to my first trip to Paris. I had gone to Canada. So I'm all the way back in the 60s, which I don't want to go all the way back there. But in order for you to understand how I felt about today, I thought I would just do this. Paris, 40 years ago. Fabulous. This is a fabulous hat. I had you up in the 2006 now. I had my degree, yes. And now I'm at Atlanta Municipal Court, yes. We met Anita K. Johnson, yes. What did I do after that? Let's see, this when you're writing, how do you fill all that in to make it exciting? So I don't know that I did a whole lot of excitement. I went to work at Clark Atlanta University, and I worked with the honors program, and I just enjoyed going to work. I didn't worry about anything but trying to live, because I had made the 5 years from the breast cancer, and I had worked at the city, and I did TRW. I told you all of that. And so what was left for me was to just have life. I don't know that I did a whole lot. I think I did a lot with the city. I tried to run for office unsuccessfully several times. It just wasn't meant for me to win an election. For whatever reason, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe because I had to do this with you guys. But I enjoy teaching school. I enjoy being in the classroom. I enjoy the things that I like to do. This is going to fall next, and I'm just going to have to stop this whole show. But anyway, I enjoy being in the classroom. I met some good people, and I know some good people from Clark Atlanta. Committed. We're committed to the programs and degrees that we offer at Clark Atlanta University. I don't speak for them, but I just speak as an adjunct professor who loves what she does. My enthusiasm is always there. Sometimes things don't always go right, but I think you should challenge students. You should come up with something different. You know, back then you gave exams, but I can't go to 2023, can I? Well, I really can, because I think I told you I started this business. Let me see where I am. I'm in 2811. I told you about this, how beautiful it was and how I came about this. So I really can breeze on down to, we went to 2015 up there with Evelyn. We came back, I taught school, I talked about Atlanta Metropolitan State. That's 2018. Hey, we're getting there. 2018, when Sean and Cornell graduated. We can ease on into 2019. That I did colon cancer. I said to Dr. Doug Collins, who has been my oncologist through all 3 cancers, I said, the cancer came back. He said, no, it didn't. I said, yes. They said the cancer comes back. He said, when did cancer come back? That was breast cancer. This is colon cancer, so how's that back? That makes so much sense. I gotta move this. I'm sorry. I just not trying to look like a hag today. I mean, I don't know what I'm looking like today. It's okay. But listen. So I said, but it's cancer still. It's cancer still, but it's colon cancer. It was rough. But I didn't have to have that kind of, I had chemo, but it was in pill form. I thought I was gonna be all right. It was emergency surgery. I said, the Lord gonna bring me back. The Lord is gonna bring me back. You gotta have that kind of faith when you go into surgery. You gotta like, okay, I see y'all on the other side. Not on that side. 2020. I met Astra Wilson. Said, you have to meet Dr. Catherine Meeks. Astra Wilson is a student I taught. Anyway, make a long story short, it was Bill Keenan who said, you have to go to the Episcopal Church to hear Dr. Catherine Meeks speak. And I didn't want to do any of that. He said, but you got to go. It's the Absalom Jones Day at the Episcopal Church. Well, Absalom Jones started, you know, with Richard Allen. I'm AME, so hey, let me go over here. I never met her on that day, but she was a phenomenal speaker. Phenomenal. So I said, okay. Astra said, oh, no. You have to meet her. Well, 2 good things came out of it, if not 3. I can think of a lot more, but 3 for sure. 1, I was able to do on February the 13th, my one-woman show. Woo! Where I did spoken word. I sang those songs that I showed them back in 2015 that I wrote back in 68, 69, 70, 90s. Oh my God. I did a one-woman show, people. And I did it February the 13th, 2020. And the pandemic was the next month. Pandemic, let me tell you, Sean Walker said, don't do it in March. Do it in February. I said, that's people, you know, Valentine's Day and all that. She said, no. You need to do it in February. I thank God I did. It was standing room only. Go on YouTube and look up Georgianne Thomas one-woman show. Oh my God. I couldn't believe I was up there singing. Nancy Westmoreland played for me, and Alma Binion found her for me and got it all together with Dr. Meeks and Archbishop John Lewis. And Wanda Swift said, I love your poem. He got his kisses are still in your mouth. That gave me that little something I need. And day after, so I'm going to get your hair together. I had some kind of hair going on back then. It ain't this what's going on here. And then Dr. Simmons said, well, I help you change your clothes. I had PhDs back there helping me get it together. It was it was wonderful. It was a community. My class of 64, Spelman College came out. My Deltas came out. And my Big Bethel AME Church came out with my pastor. The pastor came. Dr. John Foster, front row, and my neighbors, and my classmates. Oh my God. I have never been so happy in my life, other than, you know, with my daughter and things, but my daughter came, I was so happy. You know why I was happy? I told my daddy when I was pregnant, he was died when they had the riots in New York, in Chicago because of Dr. King, that I was gonna get his music out. And I was gonna get my music out. Well, I was 77 when I did my one-woman show. Can I tell you, in 74, I met some good people. I am so glad I was turning, let me back that up. I was 74 years old. I was turning 75. And I met I can't even talk about it. You know how it's just good to meet people sometimes? Have you met people that just bring a smile to your face? When you think about, I met that person. Have you met people that you wasn't trying to meet? You mind your own business. And God said, meet this person. Yeah, I met some good people. 74 going on 75. So I'm 77 at this point. And I did my first one-woman show. It was so good, I thought I was going to be on the road. Oh my goodness, between February and March. And I celebrated my cancer survivor. I was a 2-time cancer survivor. That same year, I was on the cover of the Atlanta magazine, Miss Betsy Riley. Yes, Betsy's so sick of me, she doesn't know what to do with herself. It's like, who is this woman? I won't let her go. I like her. I liked her because she wasn't afraid to come to my one-woman show from her side of town over to the Atlanta University Center, park her car, get out, come in, sit down, have a good time. I like that message she sent. She said, I'm coming. I don't know her like this, but I'm going to come. She's on the cover of my magazine. I was one little picture, but I was still on there, but she did a big spread. Of course, the article is back there. Back there. I had some people came over here. Beverly Maddox and Constance Booth said, where is that you do this? Because this is all y'all see, right? This is my little studio. They wanted to see over there, which you'll never see. They wanted to see over there, which you'll never see, until we get it straightened out. El Cornell Pearson and Shauna come help me. I'm overwhelmed. Anyway, the one-woman show was fabulous. So I thought that I would be somewhere with this on, and you know, I got all this stuff because Missy, beside me having all this stuff, was going to go on the road with her one-woman show. Oh, yes, I was. Oh, I thought I had it like that. They made me believe it. Dr. Meeks gave me the place. Said, go ahead. Enjoy. It was packed. People left. They couldn't get in. You know, I said, oh, I have arrived. I can go somewhere else and do this. I had a friend, Malawi, Attorney Malawi. I love him and his wife. Anyway, they said, you want to do the show again? Next time you do the show, let me know so we can figure out some sponsorship. I said, oh, I was going on the road. My friend, Hawthorne, Joyce, my classmate, she's over at Morehouse School of Medicine. I said, oh, we can go over there and do a show. I had me a whole February 2020. We all know what happened in March 2020. It's not funny, really. What happened in March 2020, everybody? Pandemic. Nobody was going anywhere. And I didn't know how to do that at home. I could have done some shows at home like I'm doing now. It was too much. I didn't know what to think. It was just too much. I did not know that the third cancer was still going on though. Third cancer was like, oh, okay. Pandemic going on, but I'm going on too. Third cancer said, I'm not done yet. I'm going to see if I can eat up the rest of that colon. That's what the third cancer said. It's how much colon left? Let me see if I can't. Wow. That third cancer. So now 2021. Baby, you ain't had no colon cancer like the third one. Anyway, the third cancer, the third chemo was called infusion. They said, you're going to do infusion. I don't know what it is. I'm like, okay. My friend out in California, Jarvis, did me a beautiful blanket. Guess she knew. And I took the blanket. And let me see, that first colon cancer, my friend passed away. I had colon cancer, and he had colon cancer. This next colon cancer, Prophetess Jarvis gave me a blanket. I didn't know I wrapped it. I didn't know I needed that blanket. Jarvis knew I needed that blanket, but I didn't know I needed that blanket. I didn't know what infusion was. I mean, I know the word, but I didn't know what that had to do. How did that work with me? It was a box, maybe about this size. Oh, you notice all my music. That's how, about this size, and it hooked. You know this little space I got that's still here? I should try to cover it up. It just keeps sticking out. You put it in there, and the box is connected to you, and you take it home. You take the box, and in the box is this stuff. It's chemo. And it's 20, you hear it going, 24/7. Oh my God. I didn't know. I was so sick. I didn't know. They want me to do it 12 times. I did a 7th. The 7th almost was my last one to live. I'm a child of the 7th child. It was my 7th. The 7th one almost took me out. You heard me say I went to death's door. And death said, no, not right now. So, everybody, how do you feel about some of these things that I talk about? You should let me know. I want to be an encouragement. I know you ain't looking what she got on today and why she can't get that hair together and what kind of earrings are that and what it's okay. But in the middle of all this, I'm talking about life and how I made over it, how I got through. Prayer got me through. Love got me through. People loved on me, and I knew that. You gotta have love to get you through. Love got me through. People called and cared about me. And I had like myself too, When I asked to die though, I meant that. Because my quality of life, and the pain and I can see me where I am right now doing all this, right, what I'm doing right now. I guess maybe that's why I do it. Because I can't explain it to nobody but to somebody who had infusion chemo, who was at death's door, who understands and understood everything I've said since I've been doing this program. And I do this program because I'm hoping I help somebody, some senior, some young person, somebody anywhere on the earth that maybe be going through something. I want you to just see what you can do. Not with this hair, but what you can do for yourself. I tell myself it's okay. I get up and put a pen on. Like my daughter got this, see the AME, let me tell you about this pen. The AME, when you go to AME convention, not convention, it's not called convention, the biannual. Well, anyway, they had a $5 lady. Isn't this beautiful? You don't know what costs anything. Of course, I told you these are my real pearls, and Wayne Macmillan. But just, get up, put something on. It doesn't matter what if that's what you want to wear, put it on. Why would you have a hat like this and you haven't had it on but 3 times, got it from Paris? People wish they could go to Paris. But I just had I had it on the shelf in the same bag that I came across the ocean. I don't know, sometimes I just said, get your stuff out, Georgia, and put them on. My mother used to say, Georgia Young, Gary, Indiana, Storyland Nursery. Put your clothes on. Don't go to the mailbox, and don't take the trash out without your lipstick. You never know who you're going to see. Now, some of that may be silly to some of y'all, but I'm hoping that something gives you that push when you're on your last something. You say, oh, I can't, this, that, and other. Yes, you can. I lost my teeth up here. I lost my teeth. The gums are not there because the chemo ate up all. That's what I'm going to do about some teeth. They can't even put anything up there. I said, you know what? I'm going on anyway. I'm going to sing. Something happened today. Well, all that missing. If GMA told me tomorrow that I'm praying GMA loves Can't We Be Friends? What happened to friendship? I need that song to be on Abbott Elementary. I do. I need that song. I need Sorrow Cheryl, Lee Raff to sing it. I need me and Bunny Raitt to sing it. However you want to put it. But you think I won't show up because I don't have the teeth right here? Oh. If you don't have any teeth right here, you don't have any teeth right here, but you're enthusiastic about who you are. You don't have, this eye is hard to see out of because the chemo took it out. My hair is gone in the front, but it's growing in the back. What? You got all this? So what? You got life. God loves you. He gave you another day. So, he's gone now. We had a good time while he was here. He was well taken care of. He was a good man to many people. He's my father, my daughter's father. I'm not going to say anything bad about that man. We all know how it ended. My inner circle does. And my inner circle knows what we did. And I'll do it again. And so, may God keep you. Anyway, subscribe. Tell somebody to like. Let me know what you like. And when you get your hat from Paris, put it on. Don't carry it around in a bag for 40 years. Put it on. There's nothing like this one though, isn't it? I know some of y'all want this hat so bad that you could just taste it. Y'all want to walk down the aisle of somebody's church. But what you need to do is look at it carefully and copy it. Those of you who are in millinery, think about how, I can't show you the back. Isn't it gorgeous? 40 years. All right, enough. I love you and you can't do anything about this. What we down to, 2020 now? 2021. I had the cancer. Third cancer, 2021, 2022. Wow. Dr. Meeks also helped me with it was some personal stuff. Don't nobody know. I thank her for that. Those of you who know in the inner circle, you know what she did for a number of people. And then, you know, we did Who Lived Here, Where Did They Go? Together, collaborative work, research. And so I want to finish that thought before I leave here, so we can get into current 2023. We're almost there. I want to tell you a little more about the One Woman Show, and then give you a little more about how do you get through 3 cancer. I'm a 3 times cancer survivor now. Tomorrow I go to the hospital. Not for long. Not for long. I love you and you can't do anything about it.